live at 4. Let's look at the store. I guess it's going to be live at 5 here pretty soon. We're having daylight savings times here in Nevada. Good news. We've got a Dead of Mine showing what tomorrow's blog post is going to be out. And one of the first things I noticed here is that we're going to get Wong, and we're also going to get Doctor Strange the Heartless, and that is from the What If episode. I believe they showed that skin on Doctor Strange in game actually at one point, and then now they're going to release it as a part of Morgan Le Fay's team. I can't remember what they're going to be called, but part of her. And then also we're going to get some information on Kate Bishop's ability issue, and what that is that part of her passive is not working correctly. This part right here, it's kind of hard to read. It says this right here: on death of Young Avengers or when Young Avengers ally drops below 50%, attack a random ND for 200% energy and apply blind and slow. My understanding is that is only working in war, and that is not working in other game modes. So that's an issue has to be addressed. We'll find out about that more tomorrow. Also, 2 issues currently right now with Morbius kit. Firstly, right now this says on war offense apply trauma, but right now it is applying trauma in all game modes. So they're going to remove that. And then there's also a problem on his ultimate with the heal block. Apparently it's only applying it to the primary target, and it's not applying to the secondary targets, my understanding. So, in fact, 2 of the 4 characters released in this patch, half of the characters released in this patch have had problems with their kits. And this is alarming to me. Frankly, I find it unacceptable that we're buying expensive characters based on kits that are not accurate. And I know this is kind of like a joke that I've been saying here on this channel, is that there's 3 versions for every character. The first version is what Scopely wanted the character to get, how they want that, what their intention was. The second part is the way that it actually reads, and the thirdly, which is entirely different, is the way that it works in game. And it's just kind of sad that we've kind of gone accustomed a bit. 2 out of the 4 characters released in this patch have had problems with their kits. We're going to see probably more detailed information tomorrow on that, and it kind of annoys me a little bit that they're probably going to take a longer time to fix Kate, which benefits the players, and they're going to probably nerf Morbius right away. You know, he's a brand new release, so it's kind of annoying. Also, relatively good news: Ghost Spider is going to be in the milestone rewards for raids. This is where Silver Surfer was in the past. A lot of people say, is they're going to character replace Silver Surfer? Yes, they're going to put Ghost Spider and tie that into the raid milestones. And also they're going to update, they're going to rework those milestones to add additional tiers. And it looks like there's also going to be additional orbs in there. And what I'm mostly looking forward to is teal gear. So we'll see how that works. Also, this is just a comment, regarding having too much screen time. Never run events requiring blitz for this long again. I've been a pretty positive player for a long time, but today, for the first time, I played the game and thought, this is not giving me any enjoyment. There you go. I can only put it down for the fact that pretty much 3 weeks solid now, I've been blitzing every 2 hours while I'm awake. It's really mind-numbing. I know. This event is absolutely a joke to keep running for 2 weeks. I'm sure they used to be 10 days, and they became 12, now 14. What's next? I don't know. I find that blitz is not really satisfying to me. I mean, I do it blindly, and I just kind of do it real quick, and I don't even look at the teams because I find it annoying. We got some offers here to look at, and not a lot to look at today, but we're going to just go over them. We've got limited time sale. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like this. Yeah, this is Doctor of the Dead. Don't like this at all. This is right here is for the event for Dr. Voodoo. The Dr. Voodoo event. People have been asking me about ISO recommendations on Dr. Voodoo and Morbius. I'm tentatively initially going to start off with Striker on Morbius, and I'm going to be doing Skirmisher on Dr. Voodoo. I think a lot of people are also doing Healer, but I'm trying Skirmisher initially. And then as far as Morbius T4s, because I'm going to be using him more. I'm finding that the passive and ultimate on Morbius look like they're no-brainers if you care about war and you're going to be using Morbius and war. So that's what I'm doing initially, is those two T4s on Morbius. So this is the Dr. Voodoo event campaign orb, the one that has Dr. Voodoo on the sides, 14% chance of him showing up in the middle. Also in there is Magic and Cloak, but I don't value these orbs a lot. I think it's just better off to refresh the event. I do the 50s automatically, so that is what it is. Let's move on. We have both of the Battle Pass upgrades here, which allows you to move ahead in the Battle Pass for another $20. This is after you spend the initial $20. So like on the top one, which is tied to RTA and Blitzing. If you don't like RTA and Blitzing and you want all the rewards, I'll spend an extra $20. The Living Vampire. A lot of people are asking me if I'm going to buy the second offer. I bought the initial offer, which I normally buy the first offer just so I can test out the character early, which I am doing. I'm going to take him into war tomorrow. Hopefully I can get some good use out of him against... It seems like they're going to work against a lot of different teams. I made a video about that. The only reason why I would want to buy a second offer is if I've been thinking about that because of the Morgan Le Fay unlock requirements, which is convoluted and kind of confusing actually, but it's based off of a leaderboard and getting points. And you have a difficulty slider from 1 to 10. And the first 5 difficulties do not require any team specifics, but difficulty 6 and up require on nodes 5 and 10 Web Warriors and or Dark Hunters. So there's no healing allowed in that. And so if some of them die on node 5, then what are you going to do on node 10? You know, how important is this character to be? I don't know. They give us little to no information on these this new legendary, the Pestilence Scourge event for Morgan Le Fay. But keep that in mind. But that's definitely in the FOMO, fear of missing out category. But I'm finding that, I'm just more excited about Dark Hunter than I am with Young Adventures. War Offense is just more interesting to me. Plus, I get to use the character. I would say, though, if you have to make a decision on which one you want to upgrade more, Web Warriors or Dark Hunters, I think Web Warriors is a no-brainer for raids. I use them constantly in raids, and I would say that that's a good place to place your resources first. I haven't seen much use for him or Dr. Voodoo outside of War Offense yet, but that remains to be seen. Maybe somebody in the community will find a good use for them, perhaps in DD5 or something like that. On paper, it didn't appear that way to me. Let's move on. Exclusive Orb Offer. This is T3s. I have no need for T3s myself personally, and then I value the gold orb at $1.50 a piece, so this is no interest to me. I suppose if you need T3s, which my understanding is a pretty severe bottleneck depending on what raid your alliance is running, and I know that seems to be a big issue for early game players, getting through the T1, T2, T3 bottlenecks depending on what alliance is running what raids. It seems to be a big hassle. And then this is a Legacy 2 Orb Offer. I just want to point out that there's a small amount of gold, purple gear, and T3s in this. And they're giving, there's 10 orbs in here for $3. Does anybody buy this and like it? I asked that chat and people are like, it's okay. So anyways, that is what it is. But I just want to point out that there are T3s in this orb as well. And then year 2 characters. Go to the orbs tag and check out the contents of the orb before purchasing, of course. Extraordinary Energy Bundle. Tonight we've got double refreshes. So I don't think there's any reason to buy this right now, because right now, if you every time you refresh the store, you get double. And so I'm going to be go hunting for sure for teal gear and SBCs. No need for me to buy this tonight. Then we've got a friendly neighborhood clone offer. We've got 50 Scarlet Spider Shards for $29. Let me just double check if this is available still. Yeah, this is not a good deal at all. If you go and look right now, the web store has him for $25 US. Same offer, more or less, for $25. We're here in game, $29. So no reason to buy this when you can go into the web store and they have it for $5 less. Scarlet Spider was the one they were super stingy on. And again, Web Warriors are very useful in the Doom raids, all the raids really. On defense and Alliance War, I'm finding they're useful there. Not too hard to beat, but useful, right? And then, of course, for Morgan Le Fay, the First Horseman. Okay, so let's see what's keep going on. Let's keep going down. Oh boy, ability orbs, T3s. I think these are worth $1. There's no way that I could justify telling anybody that $10 for 100 of these is worth it. Purple gear. I don't buy purple gear. Gold. I do understand if you buy this. Some people auto buy these, but I don't buy these anymore. I value that at $1.50 a piece, so that's worth $4.50 plus maybe another $1, maybe $5.50 tops for $10. No, thank you. I've never bought this, but people have told me that this is reasonable enough. This will get you war ready on Morbius right away. Saves yourself some farming time. I know I'm farming these pieces right now. So do what you got to do. I've never bought this. Let's move on. Then we got the same issue here with training material orbs. Value these at $1.50 a piece. Plus we've got $1 for the other pieces, so probably worth about $5.50. Not worth $10. Oh boy, I opened a bunch of orbs for Morbius yesterday, and I don't know how many orbs I opened, but I got 0 upgrades. And I opened up multiple 4s and 1 5 and bunches of regular basic. Boy, it seems like it just gets harder and harder to get any value out of basic Red Star orbs at all. I can't say that they're worth $1.50 a piece. Maybe they're worth less than that, but they do convert to Elite 4s. You know, you open up like so many of them, let's say like 20 of them, then you get an Elite 4 pretty much. And then there's also dark promos in there. So there's value in them, even though I'm not getting upgrades. But $1.50 tops. There's no way that 14 of these orbs are worth $50. Maybe it's worth $20 or $21 or something like that, but no way. All right, so there we got the Ghost Spider offer. Oh, there we got the Scarlet Spider offer. So I guess you don't have to go to the web store. Yeah, that other offer, it's really, I don't know why they would have 2 offers at the same time. One for $30, one for $25. It's kind of makes my brain hurt when they do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So there you go. Pretty much I think the rest of this is trash. Yeah, I don't see anything. We're just going to scroll down. All of this is garbage. I don't see anything of interest. I'll pause if I see anything worth talking about. Sometimes we get 10 for 10s or some sort of interesting offer. Let's toggle over to the free-to-play account, and we'll scroll through that one as well. All right, free-to-play account. Here we go. And see, sometimes we got different offers here on the free-to-play account or offers that I already bought. Ooh, we got Mordo. Menacing Magician offer. We got 60 shards for $10. I don't think that's super high priority. I guess if you're rushing to get Mordo up and running to pair him up with the Dark Hunters, I'm personally going to try using Hela instead of Mortar with Dark Hunters. My initial testing specifically against like a Young Avengers matchup, I couldn't only beat it with Hela. Greg is just an amazing. But Heroes for Hire, probably Mordo will be just fine. Anyways, do what you got to do, but I think $5 would be a better price. Get out of here, Nobu. 50 character shards for $5. What is it? I guess there's 2 actual uses for Nobu in this game. You can use them to unlock Hela, and then they also have that hand event, right? Where, I don't know, you get some sort of monthly event. I can't remember which one it is. But anyways, trash! I just don't like Nobu. This is a useless character. Maybe they get a rework someday. You never know. But $5, that helps you get Phoenix, I guess. I don't know. $5 tops for that. That's bad. All right, let's just scroll and see if there's anything else. Nobu, and they taunt me with Nobu. Nobu is not a good character at all. Hand is not a good team. Have not been really retouched or looked at since the game came out. They were pretty much the exact same state as they were when the game was launched nearly 4 years ago. All right, that'll do it for today. Looking forward to the blog post tomorrow where we will get 2 kits and maybe some further explanation on what's going on with the Morbius event and Cloak and I don't know what all this is. Cloak and Dagger currencies. We'll find out tomorrow. I will be live on Twitch when that goes on 2 hours before server reset. All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming.